What is going on, everyone? This is your man King May coming back live with y'all right here in the King May YouTube channel. Today, y'all, we have something a little bit different for you. We have a time-lapse video, but I wanted to change things up a little bit for something that I haven't quite seen yet, which is instead of playing music with it, I was hoping that you all would enjoy relaxing, watching some farming simulator and a time-lapse style video with a bit of a podcast in the background just to listen to, and of course maybe learn some things from TheFormalPickle and myself. If you all are interested, after listening to this small portion of the beginning of the podcast, you all can check out the rest of it on the TheFormalPickle's website, which is in the link in the description below. Click on it. Once you are there, you guys are able to find the podcast and listen it to wherever you all listen to your podcast, whether that's Spotify or Apple or wherever. If you guys like this video, please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't yet, make sure you smash on that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me as well. Make sure you stay tuned with all the future content that's coming out to you guys. And sit back, relax, and hopefully you all enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pickle Jar Podcast. My name is Jake, otherwise known as the Formal Pickle. We're here with the one, the only King May, and today, well, I'm sure we're going to get off topic on many different things, but we're going to try and talk about how to network on YouTube, or really just in life in general. King, how's it going?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Real quick, give yourself, 30 seconds or so to plug yourself. Let people know where they can find you and why they should care.
My name is King May. If you guys don't know me yet, you can find me on Twitch and on YouTube. At least for lately, some of the videos that I've been doing with Jake, you guys can find my link down in the description below on his videos. So yeah, you guys can also find me on TikTok, Instagram. I got all those links. I usually always post them in my Twitch live streams. So if you guys want to come and hang out at any time, stream schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, King, it's good to have you here, and I hope everyone goes and checks you out over on Twitch and YouTube and everything. I know you recently, just last week or 2 weeks ago, broke 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so congratulations on that.
Thank you, my man. Yeah, that was absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I think it was... It's been about like a month, and we exploded from, I think, 60 subscribers to, well, a little bit over 1,000. So
it is absolutely crazy, and that is the perfect example of why it's important to properly network, isn't it?
yeah, that's a great segue right there.
The greatest segue. I didn't even plan it. I was like, ooh, this is gonna work.
Just
now us pointing it out makes it not so great, but. Just let us appreciate it. I don't know where we want to start on this conversation, but we talk to a lot of people all the time about networking, and we figured that we just needed to touch on this in a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, you and I have had the conversation multiple times, and I know we've had it with a few other people as well, but it just kind of seems like it's always that one thing that continuously seems to come up. So yeah, I completely agree. I definitely think we need to hit on it.
Yes, indeed. So where to start with networking? Man, it's such a broad term and a broad statement. I'm not so sure. I mean, at the end of the day, networking is as simple as just making friends. I mean, right? It's all it is. It's making friends, and my little piece of advice is genuinely make a friend. Don't make a friend expecting anything from it. Just make a friend.
And I think that's the biggest thing that people tend to misinterpret whenever it is that somebody says the biggest key is networking. I mean, I know you've done podcasts, you've done videos. I know you and I have talked about it many times. I know you've talked with a lot of other people in general. Just, how did you grow your channel so fast? How did you go from, 0 to 100? How did you get in a year going from, starting up your new YouTube channel to now you're full time, which again, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But same with me on the small scale. So essentially at the starting point that you've kind of already gone through, and the same with many other people. How did I mean, I've already had the question. How did you just explode in a month and go from 60 subscribers to over 1,000? And it's like you just said, it's networking, but it's misinterpreted when people hear networking. They're like, oh, so that means I just need to go over there and just kind of be, I don't know. Like, I think the best way to explain it, sometimes people feel like they can just kind of come in and just be there. And
Right.
in a sense, yes, come be a part of the community, like, whether it's the pickle jar community or the King May community or, anybody that's in between the two of our communities, because now we were just talking about this yesterday. It just feels like it's been this massive melting pot of like 5 or 6 different communities now coming together into like 1 or 2. But
Right.
like I said, I feel like people misinterpret it and they're like, I just need to go and sit there. No, it's more than that. Like you said, making a genuine friendship, and I feel like even that people still misinterpret, and it turns into a how I'm gonna become this guy's friend so that I can get a shout out, which
Right.
comes off. So I mean, I'd love to hear your piece on that, because it's like this. It's like that cringe.
It is, and I get it when you want to grow your channel or you want to do whatever it is you want to do, and you come across someone that is available and could just give you that push that you need. It's tempting to just take the quick and easy and just try to gain a friendship out of just it comes down to what I said earlier. Make a genuine friendship without any strings attached. Don't expect anything, and that's how you'll get something, because it's so easy to tell when someone is after something else, when they have an ulterior motive.
Oh, I don't know about you, but it's and depending on the personalities, you can read right through it. You can feel it when you meet people, and it's one of those things you learn the older you get. You can read right through that. You sift it, right? You can tell when somebody's just just genuine, as opposed to when it's like a front, like I'm trying to be your friend so that I can grow my channel.
Right. And I think, I don't know, it's something that maybe you gain over time, the ability to tell these things and just read people that quickly and easily. But the best way I can describe it is if you think to yourself, oh, I have to go and hang out, and talk to this person for the next few hours every, day for the next few months or however long it may take. If you look at that and you kind of block it out as if it's a job, like you put yourself in that mentality that you're clocking into work, then I mean that's what it feels like. Like from the party of like so King, if you were coming to me, but you had that mindset of, oh, I have to go here for the next few hours, and it's almost like you're clocking into work, almost that mindset.
Oh,
I think it's like that's the best way I can describe it. That's what it comes off to as me. Like you can just tell when someone is somewhere that they maybe not that they don't want to be, but they just they're forcing themselves to be. Does that make sense?
I completely agree. Completely agree, because that again, kind of yours is much more detailed. But yeah, simply put, it's that sifting. The easiest way that I can think of it is just that you sift through it. Exactly what you just said. You feel that presence of, all right, I'm clocking in to be this person's friend for the next however many minutes that I'm sitting in here. And I've even had it where, people come into the community, they won't even say a word to me. Like, not even hi. Just flat out,
flat out just come in just to sit there. And some, I'm not saying like those people aren't necessarily trying to exactly network. Maybe they're just nervous and just don't really know anybody in here, and just trying to come in and just trying to be a part of something. That's completely different. So
Right.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like it's that sense of I think what people misinterpret of you and I especially is I think a lot of people misunderstand the fact that you and I spent a lot of time just hanging out with each other and talking.
Yes.
And actually just naturally growing a friendship that you and I didn't even we didn't even plan on growing.
No, we didn't. It's. I mean, we did. Yeah, so we did. We grew a natural friendship. I mean, there were multiple nights where we stayed up. Look, it almost sounds like a high school, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to this new person, and they're just great. And you know, it almost sounds like one of the high school drama kind of deals. But at the end of the day, like, we talked until the wee hours of the morning on more than one occasion
Yeah.
in just deep conversation. But you can't get to that conversation until you're already comfortable enough with someone. So you even got to put in the work before you can get to that point. But once you're at that point, you start to recognize and realize, okay, there's a genuine friendship being formed here.
Right.
And now, I mean, okay, so the whole thing about you need to make friends but not expect anything of it. If you have that in mind, you're so far ahead of a lot of the people that will reach out to various entities or whoever it may be that you're trying to network with. Because to be honest, most of the people literally will do nothing more than shoot a message, a DM. So one, you can't even get to know who they are or their personality. They just shoot you a DM and they say, "Hey, can we blank? Can we do this together? Hey, can you shout me out? Hey, you know what I mean?"
Yep.
And there's no sense of character. There's no rapport being built. There's no relationship foundation off of a message like that. And I'm not saying that it can't work. In some cases, maybe it can. If you provide something of value, of genuine value, then maybe they'll give you a shot.
Right.
But you have better chances if you kind of build a friendship with them. But the interesting thing on that note is we've built a natural friendship, but it kind of almost started from you benefiting from something by, I mean, you didn't DM me, which is why it worked. But essentially, the way I came to know about you is Luke, my moderator, or my admin, I should say. He messaged me and said, "Hey, there's this guy that I've know on Twitch. He's a really cool guy. His personality is a lot like yours. His community is pretty awesome, and he's Jazzy knows him and everybody. He has a 5M server and would love to have a shout out on the Discord." So what's crazy about that is you gained rapport with someone else through someone else through someone else to
Yeah.
then build a friendship with me.
Which again comes back to that. It's the sense of it being natural. The way that I theoretically approached you, in a way, it was my idea. Luke had mentioned it like before then, and I was like, no, like, it's not really gonna happen. And then we finally were really starting to kind of take off at growing the thing, and it's like, okay, well, I have built a natural friendship with Luke. Luke came around my stream, therefore he got to see me in my habitat, if you will. Because when you join somebody's stream, right, like that's their zone. That is what they are putting off of them, who they are, and their personality. The same as what you and I have talked about when you do like solo YouTube videos, which I'm going to be getting to here soon. You know what I'm saying? It's that sense of somebody has to have a way to get to know who you are. I built that with Luke through my streaming. He ended up actually meeting me because of another friend of his, Indigo, And Indigo was the first one to just hop into my stream, got to know me in the stream. Eventually, over time, we just kept chatting like naturally through Twitch chat to where I was like, you know, you want to come hang out with me in the Discord? And then that grew a friendship. And then Indigo, shout out to Luke to say, hey, you should come check out this guy. Same thing, that grew over time. You get what I'm saying? It's that snowball effect of a natural upbringing of a friendship, which then led to me saying, Luke, you say that you've been friends with Jake for however many years, dude. He's got this, you know, well-known place, and it's just Discord. Can I get a one-time shout-out for our server to try and see if we can at least just get a few people over here to have some fun in our server to try and help grow this thing, which then turned into an open line of communication between you and I, which then we started getting to know each other through friends of friends, which then just through, and it didn't happen. I think that's what, like, people see you and me now. They see what we've built over the last however many months it's been now, since this last spring, right? It's like February, March, somewhere in there that we got to start getting to know each other. Like,
yeah, exactly around there. People
see our friendship now. It's already almost been what, 9 months.
Right.
Like, that's what people misinterpret too, I think. People don't understand that even you and I, when we started hanging out or talking, like just shooting messages, we still had that moment of awkwardness, like, who is this person? You know, are we even going to have a conversation? You get one, like, it was this natural thing where we finally just kind of got into a chat. And once we actually started talking with, I think it was in my Discord, if I'm not mistaken. Once you just started talking with us, with Luke, you know, obviously because you guys have known each other for quite some time. Once you saw me and who I was, you all of a sudden clicked like, okay, yeah, this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I can get to know this person, and then it develops from there.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that's the thing too, is like, if you make good rapport with one person, that means you will make good rapport with, I don't know the ratio, but let's say another 3 people.
Right.
Because people have friends, and when someone likes someone and they think that, you know, because usually like-minded people tend to get together, right? If you have similar interests, whatever it may be, there's always some sort of bonding factor, something that makes you go like, yeah, I like this person. And generally speaking, that would mean more, you know, they're friends with more people or of similar-ish or similar enough pace. So when you make a friendship like that, when you network, you're really networking beyond just that person. You're networking into their existing network.
Yep. Which is unbelievable. Like, as the older you get, it's unbelievable to see that chain of that. It's like a chain effect, sort of, you know, like a snowball effect. Is exactly what you just said. You getting to know one person, you're getting to know their friend zone. And depending on the amount of friends that they have, some people have many, many, many friends, and other people have, you know, a tight-knit, smaller group. But no matter what, you are now building that, exactly what you just said, building that rapport with that one person who is now involved with networking, quote-unquote, networking, right? They're friends that they have already built that rapport with, therefore continuing, because now those friends have friends. Right? It continues to grow, and it, you know, it's kind of one of those things where, yes, when you and I started, I had something to offer you as far as a place to create some content that you were hoping to possibly do again.
Right.
But that also didn't even happen until you and I started building that friendship.
Yes, quite true. I remember you reached out and were like, hey, if you ever want to join, feel free. And it was quite a while until I ever even
at least weeks.
talked to you about it.
Yeah, at least. I want to say it was at least a few weeks minimum. I don't remember the time frame at this point, but it was a bit of time. And then I do believe that you kind of reached out to me And we just kind of ended up doing something that was kind of, low key. And once we did that one, we had like genuinely had fun, and that led to let's do another one. And then that turned into a third one. And then it's just growing from there. And even you and I playing Farm Sim together, that didn't even happen until what, month or so ago, a little over a month ago.
Yeah, maybe a month ago or so. Yeah, we had never I don't think we'd ever hopped in a game together until I messaged you to see if you wanted to record with Grant, myself, Clutch, and I forget who else was there, Stevie O, or I think that was the first time, right?
I think so. Yeah, I do believe so, because I think before that point, the only video that I had done with any of the guys from the group was with Buck. For it was a camping video, and even then, that was quite some time before that. So yeah, I want to say, so yeah, that had to have been about a little over a month ago then with that group, yeah. And even then, it was super nerve-wracking for me. But after that point, it was kind of like, getting to know each other. It's like, shoot, that went pretty well. Let's do another.
That is going to be it for the first section of how to network from this podcast, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this time-lapse style video, just chilling back, watching some Farming Simulator, and listening to a really good podcast that I feel that we made. You guys, if you want to check out the rest of the podcast right away, please check out the link in the description below. The podcast can be found anywhere you get your podcasts, such as Spotify or Apple. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's only the first small section, too. There was a lot more to that one. I'm hoping to bring more to you guys as well, so please let me know in the comments down below if you did enjoy this style of a time-lapse video. And, of course, if you guys like the podcast, we would love to do more of these. There's a lot more things that we can touch on, so we were hoping to do more of these, so let us know. It always helps us out, you guys. And, of course, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you have not yet already, please hit that subscribe button down below. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, catch you guys later. Peace.